Sunday night, Tracky talks bollocks.
Hi girls and guys, it's MrTrakky and we're on the right track. Guys, welcome to another episode of the Real Life Show. If you have recently subscribed to my channel, Sunday is the day where I do the Real Life Show, which is some good old gameplay and a commentary of something that is relevant to real life, real topics, or me talking about something that's happened in my personal life, whether it be of a comedy value type of thing or whether it be of quite a serious nature with a message behind the commentary. But with that being said, guys, let's get into today's episode. So I was at work a couple years ago and I'd lifted a rather heavy load, and after that heavy load was lifted, I didn't feel right for the rest of my shift. For about 2 to 3 hours, a pain in my lower abdomen gradually got worse. I got in my car to drive home, and on the way home I had to pull over because the pain just started to become unbearable. I walked to my front door, hunched over, holding my stomach, and eventually I ended up lying on my bed where my family heard me crying and they had to call an ambulance for myself. Now I was quite worried because the only way I can describe the pain is like getting kicked in the balls. That was the pain that I was feeling, but I wasn't quite sure why I was feeling that way. So ambulance ride to the hospital. Got to the hospital, they asked me if I could go and provide a urine sample and to see if there was any blood in my urine. I done a pee, and when I was doing a pee I realised that my left testy was swollen like nobody's business, it made me panic straight away. As soon as I came out the room, I went straight to the doctor. My left testy is swollen. I don't know what's going on, because it's my manhood at the end of the day, and I know 95% of my viewers are males, so I know you're going to empathise with me being worried about my manhood. As soon as I told the doctor what I saw, she examined me. Yes, it was a woman. That was the only person that was a doctor within my range at that time that could deal with me, so I had to swallow my pride and let her have a good old feel. So she immediately diagnosed torsion of the testes. Now if you don't know what this is, it's basically the spermatic cord that carries blood to the testicles gets twisted, and when this gets twisted, it restricts the blood flow to your testicles, and as a result, in around 6 to 8 hours, it can actually kill your testy. So it wasn't good news, guys. It was not good news. And when she told me this, she asked me, how long have you experienced the pain for? And it was coming up to around 5 hours. So time was of the essence. So the first thing that she tried to do was to detorsion the testy. Now the way that they do this is to manually, obviously with her hands, try and untwist the tube, which luckily she was able to do. And this happened, it was quite hilarious to be fair, because my other half was with me at the hospital. My family were behind the curtain. This doctor had to shut the curtain and basically play with my balls while my missus was on the other side of the curtain. And thank God she managed to untwist the tube, which the pain kind of disappeared almost immediately, which she told me I would feel, but the telltale was the lowering of my testicle. Now when you actually rub the inner side of your thigh right by your ball bags, you'll probably notice, this is quite graphic guys, you'll probably notice that your scrotum will start to shrink as a reaction, and I know how many people are gonna go and try this now, but this wasn't happening, and that's how she could tell that there was a torsion of my testy. So that is a telltale way to try and test whether you've got this problem, guys. Only 10% of people that have a manual detorsion actually work, and luckily I was one of them people. Otherwise it would have been surgery, and if they couldn't fix it, then obviously they would have to remove my testy, which is a big no as a male. You want both your balls. You want both your balls. And I was fortunate enough to get there in time, so they did not have to remove my balls, my bollocks. Quite a scary thing to happen, but quite comical at the same time. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. When they said that they may have to remove my testicle because it can die after not having a restrictive blood flow for too long, it really did scare me, guys. So this is to the males out there that are watching. I know most of my viewers are males. If you ever have a pain in your lower abdomen, like you've been kicked in the balls, and you aren't getting any reaction from your scrotum when you're rubbing your inner thigh at the top, then you need to get your ass to the hospital. That is a message from Mr. Tracky, who has actually experienced this. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the real life show today. I hope it didn't make you too squeamish. I know some guys are cupping their balls right now. Guys, there's many buttons you could hit, but the like and subscribe button, I hope they tickle your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.